In the first part of ad network series, I have explained about premium and remnant inventory, basic concept of ad networks. Let's assume you are a publisher with owned media properties and has the right to sell ad inventory. All these ad inventory provides revenue opportunities for publisher, which means that the publisher gets the opportunity to earn revenue out of the media content. With healthy content, they can maintain quality inventory. Let's assume with traffic to your website, total ad inventory of 1 million ad impressions are ready for this month, which means that you are in a position to sell 1 million impressions from all your web pages within that website. Out of that 1 million impressions, 70% of high quality inventory are reserved and sold to advertisers in direct method. This can be done with the help of ad management platforms like Google AdManager, but also leaves some unsold inventory. In this case, the remaining is 30% of ad inventory which is not reserved by any advertiser or buyer. This reserved and sold inventory is known as premium inventory. Whatever the leftover 30% inventory is known as remnant or unsold inventory. And for publishers, they remain unsold due to many reasons. Since premium inventory is already sold by publishers, they are not worried about it. Most of the publishers may have these situations of having remnant inventory at any time, and with this unsold inventory, it is lost for publisher. In the second part of ad network series, I am going to explain what are the reasons for inventory becoming unsold or remnant for publishers. In other way, what causes publisher inventory to become unsold or remnant. Let's start this with an example. As shown here, out of 100 apples, only 70 apples were sold and 30 are remained. If I don't sell them before the product expires, then I will lose revenue from those 30 unsold apples. Think for a while, what causes sellers' apples to become unsold or remnant? We can find few reasons. Having less customers, did not meet price expectations, having less resources, climate change, quality of apples, and so on. Let's compare the same with publisher ad inventory, and this will give a clear picture of what we are talking about. Let's assume out of 100k impressions, only 70k impressions were sold and 30k remained. If I don't sell them before the product expires, since the lifespan of impressions is in milliseconds, then I will lose revenue from those 30k unsold impressions. What causes publisher inventory to become unsold or remnant? Let's go through one by one. One of the reason is demand pool is small. What is meant by that? Demand means who are in need for the product. In the case of apples, demand is from customers who want to purchase those apples and they stand on the demand side. If the number of customers who are ready to buy those apples are less, then we can say demand pool is small. Similarly, in our case, demand is from advertisers or ad buyers who are ready to purchase ad inventory and they stand on the demand side. The demand pool is less, there are not enough advertisers or inventory buyers who are in demand for this inventory. Publishers who are on supply side business may not find more advertisers because of limited direct contacts with agencies or advertisers or any buyer. As a result, though small demand pool may not purchase all the available ad inventory and remains some portion of unsold inventory or remnant inventory for publisher. Second reason is small publisher no enough resources. Seller of apples may or may not find employees or any additional resources in selling all the apples with him. Because of this, even if the number of consumers increases, it is difficult to manage to sell all the apples within the time. Similarly, if you are a small publisher and don't have enough resources to sell ad inventory and get the advertisers, even in this case, publisher may not find more advertisers because of having less sales team or not having more direct contacts with agencies or advertiser or any buyer. As a result, some of the ad inventory may not available to advertisers within a given time and result in remnant or unsold. Large publisher having some portion of unsold inventory. Even if you are a big trader having 1000 kgs of apples, you may not manage to sell last scrap of apples till last moment. Similarly, If you are a large publisher with large scale of inventory, your resources may not sell all inventory which are ready and may have some portion of inventory unsold. As a result, you may see few unsold inventory. Next one, did not meet the price expectations. For example, he wants apples to sell for 5 per kg and doesn't want to sell below that price. Among all the customers, few customers are not willing to pay the price fixed by the sellers and they want to buy at less price than $5. Finally, for these customers who did not meet the price expectations of sellers, apples are not sold to them. Similarly, for publisher, higher the price publisher inventory can get, better the revenue and profits they can earn. Large publisher having good team to find the advertisers may not ready to sell at low price that is fixed for that ad inventory. For example, there is a sports page in your website and you want to sell leaderboard ad space for a minimum or fixed CPM of $5. Ad space is available to sell only for the price which is equal to or greater than $5. This is also known as floor price. Advertisers, those who want to pay less than $5 and they did not meet the price expectations of publisher. This publisher is not ready to sell inventory for low price than he expected. For the advertisers who met publisher expectations, they sell agreed portions of inventory and leaving few unsold. This is another reason that inventory becomes unsold and remnant inventory. The next reason is fluctuations in web traffic. At any point of time, website traffic fluctuates. Let's assume as a publisher, you might be expecting 100k ad impressions during March month, but something happened in your industry which means there is a more search traffic for your key terms and you suddenly on track to get 120k ad impressions for the same month. These 20k ad impressions which were unsold, left over and unusable by the time. And this suddenly becomes usable for other purposes. Now this is the reason for unsold or remnant inventory. The next reason is advertisers back the contract or last minute cancellation. Customers select the apples to purchase and suddenly they may drop off and leave. Similarly, a publisher has a deal with advertiser to provide him with 10k impressions in a month. After the agreement is made, because of some reasons, advertisers can pull campaigns at last moment. If an advertiser is agreed for 10k homepage ad impressions and suddenly cancels the deal, and those 10k impressions are new remnant inventory. Next reason is less inventory quality. Among the apples shown to customers, they may find few apples are not of good quality and don't purchase it. Similarly, some of the portion of ad inventory in web pages may affect brand reputation because they may located around or near to the content that is inappropriate like harmful and hate speech, violence, alcohol, accident, etc. Advertisers may not show interest to choose those ad inventory, and this is one of the reason why inventory gets unsold. In addition to previous reasons, let's go through this. Inventory may not get sold, times when not everything is going to sell, and times when buyers are not actively seeking ad space. For example, let's take COVID and war situation. In this kind of situation, brands or advertisers may not be interested to run the campaigns during that time, and chance that they may pass the existing campaigns too. Lack of interest in certain time slot or page. For example, a food delivery company may not be interested to run the campaigns during midnights because there is no delivery service available during that time. For this, publisher have to find advertiser who might be interested to run during that time for those inventory. Along with this, there might be other reasons because of which publisher inventory get unsold. That's it for today's topic. Hope this video helps you to understand the reasons which led to unsold inventory and remnant for publisher. In the next video of this ad network series, we shall move to understand what happens to this remnant inventory and what can a publisher do with it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any queries from this video, feel free to reach out to learnersearchglobal@gmail.com, or you can also mention in comment section. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on bell icon to get notification of latest videos on programmatic advertising. Till then, stay tuned for our next video.